nights are drawn out long, and you're kissing to cut through the gloom with a cough drop colored tongue. And you were sitting in the corner with the coats all piled high, when I thought you might be mine. In a small world on an exceptionally rainy Tuesday night, in the right place and time. When the zero's standing on the 24-hour clock, when you know who's calling even though the number is blocked, when you walked around your house wearing my staggering cross, and your knees up.
Good evening, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hi, everyone. This is a kind of soft start to things, because before we get going with the awards tonight, there's a few people who are going to come up and say a few words. And we're going to start with Scott from Williams, who's going to tell you a bit about his history at Williams.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome here tonight at the Conference Centre at Williams for what's going to be an amazing night for the Oxfordshire Apprenticeship Awards 2024. Williams have hosted this event here for the last few years, and it's fantastic to see all the talent in the room tonight. I feel really privileged to be here part of tonight and to see and all the acknowledgement for all your success, individual success and success as the apprenticeship scheme in Oxfordshire. A little bit about myself. So I've worked at Williams for just over 20 years, and I know some of you in the room probably aren't even 20 years old, which does make me feel really old. So I graduated from Oxford University with a degree in engineering and basically came straight to Williams from there. I've worked in several different areas of the business. So I started off in aerodynamics for 4 years, and then I decided to move into research and development. That was a really good opportunity for me to mix the theoretical degree with my my kind of background before my degree, where I learnt lots of mechanical skills in a family business. After that, I got an opportunity to join the race team. So I managed to travel with the race team for several years. And that was a really good opportunity to see Williams from the other side of the table, really, to see what was important from their perspective, what the business need to focus on to ensure they could do their job correctly. From then, I decided to move back into the factory base as head of research and development. And recently, I've moved into operations, into senior management. Last year, I was promoted into operations director at Williams. And that really shows how Williams support their staff. They've supported me all the way from joining as a technician all the way up to quite high up in the organisation. I've now got nearly 400 people that report to me at Williams, and I look after the whole of manufacturing, basically sustainability, the facility, car build, some of finance. So the majority of the organisation that we see on a daily basis all come into where I work at the moment. So it's really, really good. And Williams at the moment are on a real transformation period, so it's a good opportunity as the team grows. So Williams, we focus on world-class talent and people, and that's what really gives us that competitive advantage over all of our competitors. When I first joined Williams, I think there was probably around about 350 people that worked here. Today, it's over 1,000. And we have a massive cohort of apprentices, and that commitment and that support that we kind of have is really what we use to make us ready to change as an organisation as the industry evolves. So I've been involved in the apprenticeship and the placement scheme at Williams since it started. Initially, we focused just on manufacturing, and it was so successful we decided to grow into engineering as well. So now we've got apprentices in inspection, NDT, research and development, and all the time we're kind of growing. I've witnessed the growth of people and some real achievements within that group. I've got a really good example now of how apprenticeships are really, really strong in the industry that I work in. One of the first apprentices that joined Williams, he was really successful at Williams and in his studies as well. He went on to be promoted to a team leader of the machine shop and then into become a supervisor. Last week, I had the opportunity to promote him to machine shop manager. And he now is looking after a team of 50 people. Again, a really good example of how all of you in the room can use your apprenticeship to actually have a real successful career after you finish that. So finally, I'd like to thank the organisers for tonight and obviously the conference centre here. It's going to be an amazing night. And I'd like to wish you, all of you in the room, good luck, everyone that's been nominated. And most importantly, I'd like to wish you all good luck in your career. Thank you.
I've never come on stage to music before. I am the local MP for this area, David. And I'm also Minister for Children, and I'll say why that's important in a minute. But I can't stay very long this evening, but I was really keen to be here, at least for the start. And the reason for that is I spent a lot more of my life running charities for children and young people than I have as an MP. I've been an MP for 4 years now. I've run charities for children and young people for 16 years before that. And all of those charities were trying to help people have a better education and a better job in different ways. And I have watched the evolution of apprenticeships during that time and how people's attitudes to them have changed. Because for a very long time, people understood apprenticeships to be about being a plumber, maybe being an engineer, but not very many occupations. And when in 2010, the government created this apprenticeship levy to really try and increase the number of apprenticeships, all sorts of jobs said we couldn't have an apprentice. It just wouldn't work for our area. It's too hard, we need people with degrees. Because over decades, we moved to a position where you could only get certain jobs if you had a university degree, a whole range of things. And no one really understood why you needed a degree. No one knew why, having been able to be a journalist, for example, without a degree, you now suddenly needed to have a degree from a university to be one. So we went from a period of people thinking that apprenticeships were just for a couple of careers and it being really hard to get people to consider them, to trying to really increase them and people saying, well, they wouldn't really work for our industry, you couldn't have it for law, you couldn't have it for doctors, this sort of thing, to now a position where we have apprenticeships in 70% of occupations. And we've had 5.8 million apprenticeship starts since 2010. And from a position where when some of those apprenticeships started, and you had a clear ceiling on your development in lots of organizations. Yeah, you can come in, you can be an apprentice, we'll employ you, but if you really want to get on, you're going to have to go and do your degree in order to be able to progress up the field, including, by the way, the civil service, which I now interact a lot with. When it started, there's a very clear ceiling on the apprenticeships and how far people could progress. To a position now where many apprentices are progressing faster, often much faster, than people with degrees. Now, sometimes you have degrees. Some of you are on degree apprenticeships. But the whole attitude and view and engagement people have had with apprenticeships has completely transformed. And now, some apprenticeships are far more popular than any other choice for children and young people when they are moving through the school system and having to make key decisions when they're 16 and 18. And it isn't that I think one is better than the other. I'm not someone who would say to you, oh, well, better to go for an apprenticeship than to do university. But it's important that they're seen as equal routes for people, equally prestigious routes that give you great careers. And my boss in the Department for Education is an apprentice. She is the first person to run the education department and to sit in the cabinet of the United Kingdom as an apprentice. And so that change has been incredibly powerful. And the reason I wanted to come here this evening is because that hasn't happened by accident, and it hasn't happened easily either. It's happened because the employers, the businesses in this room who are sponsoring this evening, and I'm, thanks so much to Williams for hosting an event like this in such a great building, but thanks to all of you who are sponsoring part of the evening as well, because it's a fantastic thing that the LEP is doing when it organises this each year. But it hasn't been easy. It's happened because the employers in this room have made it happen and overcome some of those attitudes that people often have about apprenticeships. But the biggest reason it's happened is because of the apprentices in the room and how much they have impressed those employers who've taken that chance to start doing those apprenticeships and persuaded by their presence and the work that they have done for that organisation. Do you know what? This actually works. And we want more of these people. And in most organisations, that's what you see. People start with one or two and they say, hang on a minute, we should have a lot more of these people. They're hugely dedicated. They stay with us longer. They get really good practical skills. They're rising up our organisation. We need a lot more of them. So I am hugely impressed by the organisations that are here this evening, but I'm also hugely impressed by all the nominees that are up for awards this evening. You can't all win, of course, but just by being here, you've already done incredibly well, both individually for your organisations, but to change attitudes about apprenticeships now and to help them be seen as the prestigious things that they are. So well done to all of you, and thank you very much.
Can't get used to that music. Thank you, David, for your just address there. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nigel Tipple. I'm the Chief Executive of the Local Enterprise Partnership, and we are delighted this evening, once again, to be able to come together in this wonderful venue to celebrate for the 8th time. So this is the 8th Apprentice Awards ceremony. For those of us who've been around a while, the first one was at Marlborough School in a sports hall, which was equally as dynamic, not quite as palatial, but really interesting. And it's been a real journey. And the reason it's been a journey is because of you, as David's just outlined, you as businesses, the individuals, apprentices, many of whom over that 8-year period have gone on to do some really significant things in the companies that they were employed in. And indeed, through the dedication of a business panel that has helped us to organise every single one of those events and continues to do so with real energy, with real passion and real commitment, 2 of whom will be on the stage after Sally's given an address after me, and who have been, along with other business panel members, a real mainstay of this event for a number of years now. So really significant impact and commitment. I also just wanted to touch on a couple of things around the kind of environment that we're operating within. I don't know about you, but for me personally, as an ex-apprentice, and it's a long time ago, 1985, 86, for those who were old enough in the room to remember that, and many of you won't have even been a glint in anybody's eye at that point. But the journey of apprenticeship, has, to some extent, as David talked about, has been something that went from a way of getting into work to actually being a career path, a way of moving through a career and moving across careers. Mine's gone all over the place over the years. But it's just been about dedication, support, engagement and collaboration. And I think that's what tonight has demonstrated. And it just feels like it gets bigger and better year on year. So really positive, really important engagement. And I think also it's worth reflecting on the teams that sit behind this. So Sally will come up shortly. But there's a team that works with you as employers to help you as organisations who provide apprenticeships and support that activity. And importantly, support the individuals on that journey, that pathway to their future careers, wherever that might be. And over that period of time, for the last 10 years, we've probably worked with about 6,000 businesses. Those 6,000 businesses are as diverse as you can think of, from quantum computing, quantum technology, space, satellite, artificial intelligence, motorsport, high-performance engineering, horticulture, agriculture, agri-tech. The list goes on. It is a dynamic place to live and work, and it creates opportunity for our communities as a whole. And you as advocates going away from here, talking about the value of apprenticeships, talking about the value of that collaboration, is the biggest promotional activity that we can garner, really. You have much bigger networks. You're going out there singing the praises of your own organisations, but actually the collaboration across them. So really important that we continue to do that and continue to support that journey of our businesses as we move forward. And as an organisation ourselves, we've had to go through some change recently. I'm not going to go into all the detail, but governments make decisions around changes, organisation and governance. The important thing is in Oxfordshire, we're mature enough to move beyond that. We've got a really strong working relationship with Liz Leffman, the leader, and Martin, the chief exec, and the team at the county. We've transitioned in the way that government wanted us to, but for those of you in the room, on the 31st of March, we had a governance structure, limited company. On the 1st of April, we were still a limited company, still the same governance structure with a different membership. Nobody noticed the change. The staff are still the same people, doing the same job with the same level of dedication, and the resources that we've brought into the county collectively as a partnership total somewhere in the region of about £1 billion. If you look at the leverage on that, that's about 3.2 billion that wouldn't have come into Oxfordshire had we not worked together. It's not just the LEP, it's a partnership, it's all of us. And those are kind of the kind of criteria that are really important to set a context within which you as businesses operate, within which apprentices can develop their future career paths. So really important and really positive activity. And just reflecting on that, Sally wouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. As an organisation, and Sally with the Skills team, the Skills Hub, we are regularly asked to engage on the national platform in various ways, whether it's economic development, whether it's skills, whether it's inward investment, internationalisation work. Very recently, Sally was invited effectively as an expert witness to help shape some of that future apprenticeship and skills policy landscape. So off down to London to actually talk on behalf of the sector, on behalf of 38 LEPs effectively, across the country, with ministers in the House of Lords to actually look at current and future skills policy and how can we make some of those changes so that things are more effective. One of which being the apprenticeship levy. And again, I'm not going to steal the thunder, and I'm sure you're going to announce the number, so I won't say it, I'll keep it quiet. But that apprenticeship levy scheme, it's nothing that nobody else can do, it's just we do it really well. We engage with employers, we engage with those who are apprenticeship levy payers, and we help them to make the best use of that money. If it isn't in their own organisation, if it isn't in their supply chain, it's across an SME business base. And there are several millions, specifics to follow, that have been liberated over the last 12 months that have created additional apprenticeships, additional opportunities for young people, and those young people going on to develop their careers, which ultimately means that people like me can retire and somebody can pay my pension at some point in the future. So look, I'm going to hand over to Sally. Enjoy the evening. Please make sure that you talk about it, social media, get that information out there, and let's celebrate the really important work that you as businesses do and the achievements of those apprentices. So Sally, please come up.
Hello and good evening, and it's absolutely wonderful to see you all here tonight. So I'm Sally Andreu. As Nigel said, I'm the Skills Hub Manager at OxLEP, and I just want to say congratulations to everybody here, to all of our nominees. This year has been the most highly fought year. It's been the biggest number of nominations we've had from employers, from our apprentices and our providers. So in fact, to be here in this room, you are actually really significant winners. So congratulations, and I really do hope ahead of the game that you have a wonderful evening. Apprenticeships play a vital role in fostering economic growth, reducing unemployment, and building stronger and more resilient communities by developing a skilled workforce that meets an employer's needs. 2 years ago, I stood up here and launched our social contract programme. And this was in our partnership with our county council in order to try and benefit those communities that had been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The main objective of the programme was to enable local people to have access a pool of good quality local jobs by supporting more employers to offer an apprenticeship. To achieve this, our aim was to unlock £1.3 million worth of unused apprenticeship levy. Apprenticeship levy, if you don't know, it's for large employers. The government takes it for those businesses with a wage bill of about £3 million. And those employers can pledge up to 25% or now 50% of their unused levy to other businesses so they could utilise it for their apprenticeship scheme. So rather than the unused funds going back to the Treasury, we wanted to keep it here in Oxfordshire and for Oxfordshire local people and Oxfordshire businesses. 12 months ago, I was delighted to announce that we had smashed that £1.3 million target. And we had actually set ourselves a new target of £1.7 million. Tonight, as Nigel's hinted, I am thrilled to announce that not only have we exceeded that £1.7 million target, we've surpassed it. We surpassed it by unlocking, and I think we're going to have a little drum roll now, it's £3.5 million. And actually, we have created 185 new apprenticeships. So that slide's too old. It's happening too quickly. What we do have, we still have money in the pot. So if you are a small business and you would like to access more levy to grow your apprenticeships, please get in touch because we've got quite a lot to get through. And the exciting thing is we've got more levy that we want to get. So watch this space. I hope to be here this time next year, and goodness knows where that target might be. Really, in order to be here tonight, I do, as Nigel said, I would like to thank our supporters, our business supporters, and sponsors, because actually we couldn't eat and certainly we couldn't enjoy such an amazing evening, and actually Williams and the team hosting us here tonight, so thank you very much. And it is a huge community that joins us all together. It's a year-long process to deliver the awards, and actually we've got our committee, and Simon and Sarah, who are going to be hosting the awards tonight, and Tan, who's our absolute support, and thank you so much to them. Motion 3 for their production of the evening, and also back at OxLEP HQ, it's actually the finance team, we've got the comms team, and actually our own team, and of course we've got our amazing Mel in the corner there, who is, I think, the Oxford Apprenticeship Awards. She knows everything, and she's my guru for this, but also Sophie, and Sophie is our own apprentice, and she's actually doing her endpoint assessment on the awards tonight. So we're living it and breathing it. So thank you, Sophie. So that's enough from me. I'm actually going to say, this is going to be the fun bit now, run the VT.
It is fantastic to be back doing this face-to-face, meeting people, sharing this journey with them. It's so exciting.
Apprenticeships are so critical in the world we're in today.
This event is so much more than just a celebration. It's a platform to inspire, to encourage and to engage others to follow in the footsteps of winners and finalists.
I'm gobsmacked, absolutely overwhelmed, and it's so lovely to be recognised actually for the hard work that you put in. Thank you so much.
It's really important to have the Oxfordshire Apprenticeship Awards to recognise our talented apprentices here in the county, but also the people that support them.
And only through identifying talent and helping them develop can we expect to succeed as a society.
I did not expect us to win at all.
I am over the moon. It kind of recognises all the kind of hard work I'm doing.
Even just being nominated by the person that's employed you, it's like you've been recognised.
I think it gives us the power and the voice to say apprenticeships really matter.
Our last award of the evening is a really important one because this is the overall apprentice of the year.
And the winner of that award is Joshua.
Speechless. Thank you so much. I'm really proud of myself.
You go back second. Good evening, everyone.
And welcome to the Oxfordshire Apprenticeship Awards.
So,
Woo! Come on, make some noise.
So, I'm Sarah Jaycock. I'm co-founder and director of High Spec Composites Limited. We're a local company manufacturing high specification carbon fibre components and aluminium tooling for a range of industries worldwide, specialising in motorsport, bespoke projects and Formula One. But I'm actually not going to spend too much time talking about my company this evening, as you will all see some lovely printed brochures on your tables, where you can not only find out all about High Spec, but of all the sponsors that are here tonight. And that is my gentle reminder and nudge to all of the sponsors to try and keep your spiel about your companies and your speeches to a minimum. I will be timing you and nudging you if it goes a little bit too long. But yes, so why am I stood in front of you? I've been involved in the Oxfordshire Apprenticeship Awards since the very beginning. Back in 2016, ahead of the first awards in 2017. Firstly, as a committee member, also as a sponsor and a supporter of various categories, including headline sponsor twice, and this is my second year as a host, so I must have done something right last year.
And I don't know what I've done to deserve this. This is my 6th time back as a host, and I think it started, I actually did one in a hotel, which was kind of me flying solo, and then the next one after that with a COVID pandemic. Me and my colleague Tanya over there kind of recorded clips on an iPad, which that was quite a late night at the end when we realised when we were pressing record, we were actually pressing stop. And when we were pressing stop, we were pressing record. So we were recording all the bits in between my script and stuff like that. So absolute nightmare. So don't expect anything too professional tonight. Anyway, my name's, so there's lots of familiar faces here, but lots of new ones. I'm Simon Newton. I'm Managing Director at Dark & Taylor. So we're a mechanical and electrical services company. Based in Oxfordshire. We do apprenticeships, it's what we do. You know, massive proportion of our senior management started their apprenticeships at the company. We take on, so we're a 250 employee company, but at any one time, 25 to 30% of our business will be undertaking an apprenticeship. Not just trade apprenticeships. My colleague Nick Kelly's just got a first-class honours degree in building services management, so absolutely fantastic. So, you know, a whole range of things that we do. But we have been involved in these awards now for the same length of time as Sarah, actually, for the full 8 years, as a sponsor, as committee members, and we're completely committed to this as a thing going forward, and we're looking forward to having a really, really excellent evening tonight. So this is the 8th awards, and at the end of tonight, we will be presenting our 88th award.
We will, and we're really looking forward to announcing all of the finalists and the winners this evening. You can read about all of them in your brochures as well, and of course follow along with the programme for the night. So...
Good. Well, we're hoping this will go smoothly tonight.
We hope.
Because we've had a few curveballs in the past, well, apart from my iPad incident, which I introduced you to earlier. So I think Nigel mentioned earlier, we started off in the school hall at the Marlborough School, which was a very humble beginnings, was fantastic. But then we went to, I think, Blenheim Palace the next year.
We did, but I think we should touch upon that. At Marlborough School Hall, we started off and it was like I say, very, very humble. We had balloons on the tables. Admittedly, we've got balloons again this evening, although these ones do light up. But yes, from there we went on.
Much posher balloons now. Everything's
Yes,
much
much
posher than
posher.
it was. We went to Blenheim Palace, but we couldn't host it on the night it was supposed to be because
It did snow. We had the Beast from the East. The team were running around absolutely mad, trying to rearrange the date. They were absolutely great at doing it, and I was secretly very glad because I was actually in hospital that evening having my son, and it meant by moving it by a few weeks, I was still able to attend. So although they had a drama, I was really happy.
And then obviously we had a pandemic, so then we had to move to online delivery and so on and so forth. So we're hoping everything will go smoothly, although I was an hour and a half late. Sally had a nightmare getting here.
And I was tearing my hair out. I was not going to host on my own under any circumstances, so I was looking for their addresses to hunt them down, but thankfully they both arrived.
So just to make sure everything does go okay, there's a few logistics first of all. If you are a winner tonight, you're going to be called up to the stage by your sponsor. And there's some crosses in front of me here. These are a visual clue for where you stand, because we've got an amazing photographer here, Ben, and he will take brilliant pictures of you, and you'll be able to put it on your social media and on your mantelpiece and stuff like that. So, but if you don't stand there, he takes really bad pictures. If you stand there, they're amazing, okay?
And
so
likewise,
that's what we'll do.
You saw in the VT that I was ushering the whole time, and I really like some footage this year where I'm not just shimmying.
Yeah, and if Sarah gives you a shove, don't take it personally. We're just trying to get you on the crosses. Then if you are a highly commended finalist after the winner, we'd also like to get you up onto stage as well, please, because we'd like to have a photo opportunity with you there. There's 2 more lines there, and you can't go outside those, else you again will be in a really bad photograph, yeah? But as long as you're within them, you'll be fine. So we'll kind of manage that for you. We'll usher people up, and that's how we'll do it. So hopefully that's the logistics sorted. And, oh yeah, when the winner goes off stage, if they could just go off to my right over here, and they'll meet Tanya, who's got a sparkly black top on, and she will take you off for an interview somewhere, and a glass of fizz or something like that. I don't know if we got that. But so that's the plan. So that's the logistics sorted. Right, so the next thing is to talk about our hashtag and social media. So our hashtag is up there. It's everywhere. It's hashtag OA Awards 2024, and you should all have in front of you on your table one of these wands. Now, this is the highlight of the evening. Okay, get it up. Wave it around, and we're going to get a nice picture of you waving your apprenticeship wands.
Yeah. This is your time to shine, other than the awards, of course.
Keep waving. It's a side-to-side motion, not a flap, okay? It's a side-to-side.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Now, there's a few people here who are in selfies, because the winners tonight who win our awards are not the only winners. We've actually got a selfie competition. So if you can get a wand out, get a selfie of yourself, get it posted. We're going to choose 5 winners, and the 5 winners will win a £20 voucher tonight. So we'll be announcing those later. So if you fancy getting your wand out, taking a silly picture, so on, please do that, and that's good.
These ones.
Okay, yeah, make your own jokes up, that's fine. So, so that's the social media. We'll move on to the first award, shall we? I think we should. Right, okay, so our first award tonight is for Level 2 apprentices, so it's the Intermediate Apprentice Award. For many people, this is the absolute start of their journey, their career journey, and can lead to a fulfilling and successful career. This year we have a new sponsor, Grundon, and to introduce the award, I'd like to welcome Addison and Lorraine up to the stage.
Hello. It's great to be here this evening in this wonderful venue, celebrating all of the wonderful apprentices and the apprenticeship programmes that Oxfordshire has to offer. Addison and myself are from Grundon Waste Management, and we do more than what it says on the tin. We work closely with our apprenticeships within Grundon, and we're honoured to be sponsoring this Intermediate Apprentice Award. As I said, Grundon does more than it says on the tin, and to do that, we need specialised, knowledgeable people to be able to deliver the excellent service that we do. We need special, sorry. Our apprenticeship programmes have increased significantly over the years, and we're proud to have grown the careers of our own fabulous apprentices, which, when skills are in short supply, is invaluable.
Thank you. We're delighted to be given the opportunity to sponsor the Intermediate Apprenticeship Award of the Year. As the promotion and the importance of these entry-level apprentices cannot and should not be underestimated. All of the apprentices that we interviewed through the judging process either spoke about the traditional post-16 education route just not being for them, or the entry-level apprenticeship option giving them a chance to completely retrain in a new career and still earn. This gives people a true choice on how they continue to learn and the way that suits them best. It's great for businesses, and it's absolutely priceless for the individual.
No one journey of the apprentice nominees that we interviewed was the same. However, the standout thing we saw in each of the nominees was how much confidence they gained throughout their apprenticeship. Apprenticeships provide the opportunity to put learning a new skill straight into practice, and this helped all of the apprentices to gain confidence not only in their ability, but in themselves too.
The gaining confidence is a massive bonus to any apprentice, and this can only be achieved through self-belief, but also a lot of support and guidance from the people the apprentices work with and learn from. So here's a shout out to all the people that have been teaching, guiding and supporting all the apprentices in the room tonight. We were lucky enough to meet some incredible apprentices across Oxfordshire with their own unique experiences of their apprenticeship journey. And to select 3 finalists was a tough job. However, our 3 finalists are...
So we had Liv Chapman, apprentice hairdresser at Popham Hairdressing. Liv made the decision to change her career and go into hairdressing, and she's done nothing but excel since. Liv's been a brilliant addition to the Popham Hairdressing team, and everyone she works with was in complete awe of her ability to learn so quickly and the hurdles that she has overcome. It was an absolute no-brainer that Liv would be one of our finalists.
Secondly, Joshua Jones from the Highways Operative at Milestone Infrastructure. Joshua is one seriously determined young man. Joshua has shown true grit when it comes to challenges and perseverance. Josh has worked so hard and is always wanting to learn more, so he can be as skilled as possible, and everyone wants Josh on their team. The trust that Milestone have in Josh to get the job done to such a high standard is a true testament to his character, and he's an absolute standout nominee.
And finally, we had Lucy Parsons, apprentice finance and accounting technician at the University of Oxford. As soon as we met Lucy, it became really obvious that she'll go very far in any financial or accounting role that she does. Lucy's proved time and time again that she's got true skill and talent when it comes to numbers. Staying cool and calm under pressure is a trait that has helped Lucy become a key member of the team, along with being very incredibly likeable, trustworthy and talented, and for us she was a very worthy finalist. It was a truly wonderful and inspiring experience interviewing the 10 nominees. Each showed off so many brilliant skills that they'd gained. Choosing our 3 finalists wasn't easy, but then picking a winner from these 3 impressive individuals was so hard. But we are delighted to announce that our winner of the Intermediate Apprentice of the Year Award 2024 is Joshua Jones from Milestone.
Please come up to the stage as well, please. Big round of applause for Liv and Lucy. Josh, can you just stay here?
And we're now on to the second award of the year, which is the Advanced Apprentice Award. This is for Level 3 apprentices and is sponsored by a brand new sponsor again this year, which is Oxford Health. So I'd like to introduce Vicky and Becky, who will tell you more about the award and the finalists.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Becky Ellsworth. Hi there, I'm Vicky Drew. And we're from Oxford Health NHS Foundation Trust. We're a community mental health trust covering the community mental health needs of people of all ages across Oxfordshire, Buckinghamshire, and Bath and North East Somerset. So our reach is huge. We absolutely love apprentices. I'm not going to talk a lot about them, but they have become an integral part of our workforce planning. And as you can imagine, for a NHS trust, now more than ever, they're absolutely vital. And for myself in particular, I wanted to sponsor this award, the Advanced Apprentice of the Year Award. As someone who failed her very traditional A-levels a very long time ago, for me it's become abundantly clear that actually these alternative routes to higher education are absolutely essential for our children to ensure that all of them have the opportunity to thrive and have great career prospects.
And it's really good, actually, that we have some of our actual own apprentices here in the room, so we're hoping for some good news later as well. So obviously the judging process, I was involved with one of my other colleagues, Robin, who can't be here, and it was just a brilliant couple of days, or a few weeks, really. It took a long time, really, to get to our shortlist, but it was just great, and we had so many really positive apprentices coming to talk to us and share their experience, and we learnt so much about such a wide variety of apprenticeships.
They came back absolutely buzzing about learning about all sorts of things. I'm not going to tell you about all the finalists because the details in the little brochure, but our finalists for tonight were Angel Branca, who's an apprentice laboratory technician. It's a really hard one to say after a couple of gasted bubbles with the University of Oxford. Henry Fletcher, who's an apprentice carpenter, and Isaac Piley, who's a grounds operation apprentice.
And our winner, we felt that they showed great commitment and dedication to apprenticeships. They'd already completed a level 2, level 3, and had aspirations to go on to a level 4 as well, and showed just a clear kind of leadership and just really embracing the apprenticeship journey and wanting to take it forward and support other colleagues to do that. So that was really the key reason that we have our winner, who is Henry Fletcher.
Finalists, Angel and Isaac too.
Okay, so our next award is the Higher or Degree Apprenticeship Award. So this is for apprentices at level 4 and above. We've had entrants from level 4 all the way up to level 7 this year, so that includes degree and master's level apprenticeships. We've had more entries than we've ever had in this category before, so this was our largest category this year, which probably reflects some of what you've heard about the growth in higher level apprenticeships in the Oxfordshire area. That obviously makes it very hard for our sponsor, which is Blenheim and Pye Homes, to choose the finalists. So I'm glad I wasn't in their shoes, but Emma and Megan will come up to the stage and explain all about it and who their winner is.
Hello.
It's just me, unfortunately, just myself. I'm Emma, and I'm the people manager at Blenheim and Pye Homes. I've worked for Blenheim for just over 5 years now, and a big part of my role has been developing our apprenticeship programme in line with our goal to train over 100 apprentices over the next 10 years. We're 7 years into this goal, and I'm proud to share that so far we've trained over 50 apprentices, and we currently have 39 within the business. And something I'm really passionate about is not only training apprentices who are kind of coming straight out of school, entering the workforce, but also to allow others to develop their career or who want career changes, even if they've not had experience in that field before. And that's something we've done within Blenheim and Pye. And this is something that's impacted Blenheim greatly, and we have a real focus on growing our own. We understand that career paths aren't always linear. And for example, the finance apprentice at Blenheim has recently moved into the people team, and she's doing a HR apprenticeship in learning and development, which has given us a real insight as well into the finance world, which has been very, very helpful for me. Blenheim and Pye are really diverse, and we cover so many different industries within kind of the one organisation. And we've got apprentices in all different groups. We've got forestry, farming, construction, chefs, hospitality managers, HR, finance, merchandising, customer service, and so much more. And we not only want to celebrate the apprentices that we have at Blenheim, but we also want to celebrate those in the community, which is why we sponsor different awards each year. Like every year, everyone nominated has been incredible, and I had quite a few in the category, so it was really hard to narrow them down, particularly narrow them down just to 3. But the 3 apprentices we've narrowed them down to is, first of all, Cecilia Badale. She is an architect at Bridge & Partners. She moved over to the UK from Italy on her own to study. She's played a fundamental role in supporting other graduates and working on critical projects to fund solutions for those displaced by natural disasters. We've got Thomas Reynolds, a data and performance analysis at Milestone. Thomas joined Milestone with no previous experience within that field, and was actually the first to undertake the apprenticeship course he was on at the company, meaning there weren't very many mentors to support him in that journey. This hasn't phased him, though, and he's gone on to roll out a large project based on Power BI, which he's taught himself, which is no mean feat. We've also got Aaron Robinson, a rail degree apprentice at Amy Consulting. Aaron has developed a solution for numerous problems within his role, including creating an easier way to record carbon emissions associated with the production. He's designed track layouts to make them more inclusive for people in wheelchairs, and has led projects to redesign 140 assets that are used across the railway in South Wales. As you can see, all 3 of these nominees have stood out due to the impact they've had on their businesses and the key projects that they've led. They've all been proactive in sharing their experiences of becoming an apprentice and championing others. So it has been a really difficult one to judge. However, the winner, I believe, has taken this further by finding out more about what makes an apprentice a success. How do those from different backgrounds and with different educational needs, how are they supported? And this has led them to become an ambassador for the institution in which they've studied. They've used this to achieve positive change by not only improving the experiences of future apprentices across the country, but also supported businesses to ensure that the course aligns with what the business need. And so, therefore, the winner is Cecilia.
Well done, Cecilia. And if Thomas and Aaron could come up to the stage, I think, Aaron, your line manager, Hugh, is coming to pick up on your behalf.
Well done. So the next award tonight is the Special Recognition Award. This is a very special award which recognises individuals who have overcome challenges either in the workplace or in their apprenticeship to actually achieve their apprenticeship. The sponsor this year is Milestone Infrastructure, so I'd like to introduce you to Phil Raven.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Phil Raven, and I'm the Head of Technical Design at Milestone Infrastructure, and I've got the pleasure of presenting tonight's award. Milestone work in partnership with a large number of local authorities across England, including Oxfordshire County Council, to help keep the country moving by designing, building and maintaining the highway network. Within the construction sector, there is a significant skills shortage. So for some years, we've recognised the importance of apprenticeships to help address this. We take on apprentices each year at all levels, and they've made a real impact within our business, within Oxfordshire. Therefore, we're delighted to be returning as a sponsor for this year's awards, as we want to celebrate the amazing achievements of some outstanding apprentices, as well as the support shown by so many local employers. Taking part in the judging process for these awards again this year has been a real privilege, but really tough to mark when there's been so many inspiring nominations from so many different sectors. In particular, this category isn't necessarily for an apprentice with the best results or the most achievements, but someone who's overcome really significant difficulties or made exceptional progress. And so we found that each of the nominees had such a great story to share, and we'd have really liked to have given an award to all of them. But we've managed to select 3 exceptional finalists, who are... First up is Anna Christopher. Anna is a business administrator in the finance division at the University of Oxford. Over the course of her apprenticeship, Anna has had to overcome a number of personal challenges, as well as being given considerable responsibility early on in her apprenticeship. She's shown real perseverance and resilience to successfully complete it, achieving a well-earned distinction. Next up is Jay Fomento. Jay's a ward administrator at Sanford Ward, which is an older adult mental health ward at the Churchill Hospital. Jay was forced to give up his original career as a professional dancer through injury, but has since been able to apply these skills to promote dance and movement as a means of mental health therapy for the benefit of staff and patients, and made a tangible difference to his ward thanks to his insight and passion for caring. And then thirdly is Jack Pavier. Jack is an admin officer in the digital infrastructure team at Oxfordshire County Council. Through his business improvement apprenticeship, in which he's also achieved a distinction, Jack has made a real positive impact on his organisation and is always keen to help others. His resilience and enthusiasm, despite various personal challenges, serve as a testament to his strength of character and determination. And so, now to announce the winner. There's someone who has overcome adversity through outstanding resilience and commitment. The award goes to Anna Christopher.
Many congratulations, Anna, and to our highly commended finalists, Jay and Jack, too.
Okay, so on to award number 5 now. So this is our Rising Star Award. So this was a new award last year, so it's only the second year that we've done this. And this recognises apprentices who've only been in their post for 6 months or less, but are already making a huge difference to their organisation. We've got a returning sponsor this year in Abbott Diabetes Care, so I'd like to ask Chris to come over to present the award, please.
Good evening, everybody. It's my absolute pleasure to be here this evening on behalf of Abbott Diabetes Care to sponsor the Rising Star Award. We are a division of Abbott Laboratories, a global healthcare company serving patients in over 160 countries around the world. At the Abbott Whitney site, we are very proud to be one of the largest private employers in West Oxfordshire. Now, with that stat comes a pretty significant responsibility, and one that we take very seriously. And that responsibility is to our local community. One of the ways in which we demonstrate that responsibility to community is by sponsoring this Rising Star Award. We have a very strong history of apprenticeships at the Whitney site. We hired our first apprentice over 20 years ago. Many of them have stayed with us. Several of them have progressed into senior management positions at the Whitney site. That long-term affiliation to apprenticeships is one of the reasons that we chose to sponsor the Rising Star Award. This is for apprentices at any level who have made outstanding progress and have made a significant impact in an extremely short space of time. We thoroughly enjoyed judging this award, and it was great to see the range of individuals in very different roles who showed the ability and motivation to take their learning and apply it to the workplace. Every entrant was extraordinarily enthusiastic and spoke very positively about apprenticeships, and they're all great advocates of the apprenticeship programs. The Rising Star category was very, very difficult to judge. It was a closely run thing. It was because of that range at all the different apprenticeship levels. The standard of entrance was very high, but we did whittle it down to 3 finalists, and I'll make a few remarks about those now. Our first finalist is Gail Fenimore, a rehabilitation assistant at Oxford Health NHS Foundation Trust. Gail has made a huge contribution to her organisation through a project around stock levels which will save a considerable amount of money, and she was asked to present the project to approximately 80 people, many of them at a senior level in the organisation. She has improved her confidence through the apprenticeship and plans to continue on to further apprenticeships following this one. She's also encouraged apprenticeships to others in her team and been a fantastic advocate of the programme. Our second finalist is Rhianne Mayer. Rhianne is an adult mental health time and recovery support worker at Oxford Health NHS Trust. She has made incredible strides in her confidence levels, and through the apprenticeship, what we really saw was how she'd succeeded in areas that at school she was never confident in, and her personal journey was truly inspiring. Rhianne has benefited the business through increasing her knowledge in physical health and the link to mental health, providing more understanding for those Rhianne is caring for. Also, what particularly stood out for us is that Rhianne was great fun to interview. And she actually wins our entirely unofficial prize of best answer to our going the extra mile question, where she said, yes, I have. This morning I helped one of my patients jumpstart their car. I don't think you can qualify any higher for going the extra mile than that. Our final finalist, George Shone. So George is an apprentice laboratory technician at LTI Metal Tech Limited. George started his level 4 apprenticeship in September 23. His approach to his apprenticeship is to ensure he is always adding value rather than being a burden on the business. And he works in a very small team of 3. He exceeded expectations of his training plan and signed off earlier than scheduled. George already has significant responsibility So much so that he was asked to display test procedures to external auditors within 6 months of starting. He took that role seriously, he read up beyond his training, and this resulted in outstanding feedback, incredible progress in the first 6 months of his apprenticeship. In a very tight assessment, our winner provided excellent examples for all the key achievements that we were all looking for, and it was easy to forget how early on in their apprenticeship they are. They are clearly a great asset to their organisation and are adding value with their high level of responsibility. I am pleased to announce that the winner of the Rising Star Award is George Soames.
And can Gail and Rianne come up to the stage as well, please, our highly commended finalists?
Later tonight, one of our 5 apprentice winners will go on to be named Apprentice of the Year. But until then, we're going on to the next award, which is the Shining Star Award. This is to recognise people who have gone through an apprenticeship in order to have a fantastic career, and they've done great things with their apprenticeship. It's sponsored for the 6th year running, 6 years, by IST Intech. Now, unfortunately, Simon Roberts can't be here this evening. It sounds a bit like the BAFTAs or the Brits, doesn't it, saying that? But he has sent us a lovely VT, which we're going to show now instead.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Simon Roberts, and I am the Managing Director of IST Intech based in Banbury. My sincerest apologies, but unfortunately personal circumstances mean that I cannot be there with you in person this evening this year. IST Intech designs, develops and manufactures electronic ultraviolet LED equipment for a vast array of industrial applications, from the curing of inks and adhesives for the printing industry to water purification and the manufacture of contact lenses and even dog-eat poo bags. IST Intech have sponsored the Shining Star Award for around 7 years now, I believe, and we are committed to continue to support the advancement of vocational education and the development of young people within Oxfordshire. Through the judging of this award, I get to meet some incredible young people with some very wise heads on very young shoulders. Young people who have taken sometimes really brave, proactive decisions in driving their own career paths. The Shining Star Award is for apprentices that have excelled in their career to date, making the most of the opportunities that the Apprentice programme has offered. But this award is also about giving back. Nominees for this award will have demonstrated a desire to help and mentor those apprentices that follow on behind them. And so the nominees for the Shining Star Award for 2024 in alphabetical order are Nairn Barker, Strategic Apprenticeship Lead, Oxfordshire County Council. Nairn started her journey with the OCC with a Level 3 Business Administration Apprenticeship in 2017, followed on swiftly by a Level 4. After a period with a local training provider, Nairn returned to the OCC in January 2024, and her mission is clear: to raise awareness about the benefits of apprenticeships to both candidates and businesses in Oxfordshire. Jade Brooker, Audit and Practice Manager, Assure UK. Jade joined Assure in 2017 and has progressed rapidly following her Level 7 Professional Accountant Apprenticeship to be both Audit Manager and Practice Manager. Jade now has 6 apprentices reporting to her in her team and takes great personal responsibility for the mentoring and support of those that follow in her footsteps. Daniel Reid, Business and Programme Support Officer, OCC. Daniel has successfully completed both a Level 2 and Level 3 apprenticeship in business administration. Daniel is dedicated to the long-term improvement of children's services and adult social care in Oxfordshire. Daniel was also OCC Apprentice of the Year 2023. And the winner is Nairn Barker. Nairn's passion to help younger apprentices is selfless and boundless. From a tough start after A-levels, Nairn has excelled in her career and last year was awarded the Cherwell Young Businessperson of the Year. She's really keen to promote more women into STEM apprenticeships. She's dedicated to helping neurodiverse young people into vocational education. And she's even had a go at lobbying the Education Secretary, Gillian Keegan. However, the comment that helped me make my decision was that Nairn is less interested in what this award will do for her and selflessly how this award will help her to help others. She said, "Sometimes young people who think their world has ended when they don't achieve the exam grades they need just need someone to tell them it will be okay. And it will be enough for me to know that I have made a difference to just one person." So well done, Nairn, and congratulations to both Jade and Dan. Thank you and have a great evening.
Congratulations, Nairn. I'll come and take a photo with you. Thank you. Congratulations, Nairn. Nairn was actually our winner of the Joint Apprentice of the Year category back in 2019, so it's fantastic to have you back on stage. Congratulations. And could we also have the highly commended come up, please?
Okay. I feel like we're having the technical issue now because we didn't know that that bit about Nairn was going to come on when she came up, so we thought we'd get up with the award and that was it. So just to make things even more complicated, we're going to do a check on the social media, I believe. So hopefully, on the screen behind me, the social media wall will come up, and all these people who have got their star ones out and are doing crazy things are in with a chance of winning 20 whole pounds, courtesy of Dark and Taylor. So,
Oh, fantastic.
Sarah's husband's used. Yeah, there he is. He's always in there. Oh, your son's in it as well. Yeah. So
for those who haven't been here before, my husband comes every single year and sends more selfies than the rest of the room put together. He couldn't make it this evening, so I think he's doubled his efforts. There he is.
Has he won a voucher yet?
No, you said he couldn't.
No, you can't win a voucher. You're a sponsor and committee member. It would be fraud.
I shouldn't say that, otherwise he'll stop sending them in. Yes, of course you can win.
So, yeah, we'll be announcing our winners a bit later on when we do the raffle as well. So, if you are in any way inclined to get your star wand out and give it a wave around and take a selfie, please do that and get it posted on our social media wall. Right, so we've got another award now. And this is the Apprenticeship Ambassador Award. And this is kindly sponsored by another returning sponsor, Hill. The award is to recognise apprentices who help inform and inspire the next generation. So I'd like to hand you over to Ryan from Hill.
Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Ryan Harris. I'm Regional Director for the Hill Group based at Abingdon, and it's fantastic to be back here again. This is our third year at the awards, and it gives me a huge sense of pride, and I feel incredibly privileged to be part of this ceremony and part of this process. To see the people in this room grow and develop and being able to offer our support is hugely humbling. A couple of alcoholics over there. You're supposed to ching the glasses, you know, at the end. Bit of an applaud. So at the Hill Group, we're fully engaged with finding, securing and promoting future talent. As an organisation, we recruit roughly 20-25 apprentices each year, and we've got 123 in the programme currently. But we appreciate that we can't fill that skills gap on our own, and we leverage the support of our supply chain to help meet the needs of the industry. Working with our partners, we try to encourage 5% apprenticeships across all of our outlets, and that adds about, well, just shy of 200 people a day across all of our housing developments, so something we're particularly proud of. And I'm not sure if it's been mentioned tonight, but not everyone's an academic. I wasn't an academic, it wasn't for me. And the apprenticeships offer, interpersonal skills and practical skills that you won't get elsewhere. And for the people going through the programme, it obviously gives you real life experience. So it's a fantastic thing to be promoted, and it's important to businesses like ours. The gentleman from Milestone touched on it earlier. With that skills shortage, our business won't succeed unless we work together to find that talent and promote that talent and bring them through. And that's where the people in this room sit in today. So thank you. In terms of sponsoring the Ambassador Award, personally, the school did nothing for me when I was looking for a career, and which is probably why I ended up here where I am today. But I don't think they're doing enough, schools and colleges still, to promote apprenticeships as an alternative career path and the benefits of it. So there's a gap there that needs to be filled, and who better to fill that gap than the people that are sat here tonight? People that have been through that programme, people that are passionate about it and infused, and they have the energy to carry forward and convince others that this is the right way to go in the right direction of travel. So that is why we wanted to sponsor this award tonight. So, like everybody else, incredibly difficult process. Managed to get a short list. Myself and Danielle met a number of people on Teams, and some real inspirational interviews, I would say. I learned a lot from the process myself, so it was great. So, without further ado, we will go on to the finalists. Let's see if they pop up there. Here's the nominees. You can chin your glasses. Grace Dawson. Okay, wow. What can I say about Grace? So, intoxicating, I think, is a word, but in a positive way. I came out of that interview. Feeling a better person in and of myself. Hugely credible in person. Very passionate about the promotion of the apprenticeship programme. She's no newcomer to this event either, having been nominated previously for another award, and her name is very much well deserved to be up there today. We then have Max Evans. So he was a great people person. Max works for the University of Oxford, and he's an apprentice recruitment assistant. He's been through 2 apprenticeships already, and I didn't ask him whether he was going to try and make it a hat trick, but we'll see. But I wished him all the very best in these endeavours. He's doing some great work on the University Apprentice network that he kindly talked us through during the interview. And then thirdly, we have Jack. Jack works for Oxfordshire County Council, and he's an admin officer, digital infrastructure in the infrastructure team. So quite a title on him there. He was a beacon, I felt, for the neurodiverse. He is an ambassador for the Lean Network and a champion for delivering the future talent. So he has got his fingers in many pies, a very active individual. But only one person can win the award. And the award goes to... If I've got to say it, Grace.
Max and Jack to come up to stage as well, please. Well done, our highly commended finalists.
Thank you. So our next award for the evening is the Careers Champion Award, which is kindly sponsored for a third year running by the Engineering Trust. This award recognises people working in careers in Oxfordshire schools and colleges who go the extra mile to promote the various pathways available to young people, inclusive of apprenticeships and technical pathways. Getting that information at such a young age is so important for people making the right decisions. In fact, it's the first step that any apprentice goes on in their apprenticeship journey. So I'd now like to welcome Richard Morris to the stage to tell you a bit more about this award.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Good evening, everyone. I am Richard Morris, and I am the Chair of Trustees for the Engineering Trust. So the Engineering Trust was set up as a charity in 1983 in Oxfordshire with the goal of promoting careers in engineering and manufacturing. Much of our work is done in schools and colleges, and we collaborate with careers advisors to promote engineering and to provide guidance about engineering applications. The Careers Champion Award is a perfect fit for the work that we do and is a fantastic opportunity to recognise the hard work of those individuals who listen to and tailor their advice to best suit young persons' skills and interests. Careers advisors who give brilliant guidance and advice truly are careers champions. They can have a profound impact on steering young people into a career that can set them up for life. This year, we've had some amazing individuals who are making a significant contribution to provide inclusive careers programmes. Through their hard work, they've made a profound impact, and I'd like to congratulate all of them for their impressive work. So, our three finalists are Hannah Gordon from Fitzwarren School. Hannah is a careers lead, a subject lead and teacher at Fitzwarren, a special education school. Hannah took the school's minimal careers programme and developed it into a well-rounded provision, one that is truly relevant to the student community. She focuses on providing a supportive environment at home and in school, encouraging parents to have the belief and confidence in the ability of their children. And we have Hayley from Bardwell SEN School. Hayley leads the post-16 provision at a special educational school. The Lodge is a distinct part of the Bardwell School, providing education for older students. Hayley strives to provide students with the opportunities to develop their skills so they can be as independent as possible and prepared for their life beyond school. Students benefit from strong community links and experience a mix of off-site experience in work and school learning. And we have Jessica Mans from Greyfriars Catholic School, and she's in tonight. Jess is careers lead, subject lead and a teacher. She is determined to raise the aspirations of students above and beyond the school demographic. She relies on her skills as a teacher to help those students build their confidence, empower decision-making, encourage personal development. She is forging external community links in order to build a positive reputation for the school. A really, really strong bunch of finalists and a very, very, very difficult decision to make. So the winner has developed a programme which prepares students for society and enables them to gain independence and acquire employable skills. She's designed a Careers for SEN checklist so that students can engage in a wide range of activities to ensure they are well informed and can play an active part in determining their future pathways. The winner is Hannah Gordon from Fitzwarren School.
Congratulations, Hannah, and if we could have Hayley and Jess make their way up.
Okay, so our next award is Inspiring the Future Employer Award. So we see all these amazing careers leads that are out there, but actually as employers, we need to engage with these peoples. Engaging with schools is a real important part of our recruitment strategy at Dark and Taylor. And as employers, if you want to get the best apprentices, you need to get into the schools and actually impress the values of your company, your apprenticeship upon the students there. It's a really, really important part of how we get our apprentice cohort every year. So this year, the award is sponsored by Oxford Professional Education, who's another returning sponsor. And I'd like to welcome Paul Jones to the stage, please.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Paul. I'm the Apprenticeship Director at Oxford Professional Education, and as been outlined, it's our second year. It's been a category sponsor, and absolutely delighted to be back here. And another fantastic night once again. So thanks to everyone for the organisation. So before we delve into the remarkable achievements of our nominees, I'd like to give you a brief insight into what I believe makes us at Oxford Professional Education a little bit different, a little bit special. We're a provider of both professional qualifications and apprenticeships, and we've been in the training game since 1997, so very established business. And we firmly believe in nurturing talent through apprenticeships. They are the lifeblood of our workforce, and they inject fresh perspectives and innovative ideas into all we do in our daily operations. Apprenticeships are not just a means of recruitment for us as an organisation, they're a fundamental part of our ethos. They embody our commitment to invest in the next generation of skilled professionals, and that's precisely why we've chosen to sponsor this particular category tonight. As in former years, the calibre of entrants has been nothing short of exceptional. The judging process was particularly challenging due to the sheer talent and determination displayed by each of our nominee organisations. And it was truly inspiring to witness such a high standard across the board. So without further ado, allow me to introduce our three finalists. So we have, there it goes, Abbott Diabetes Care, Morgan Sindel, and Oxford Playhouse Trust. So if you'll allow me just to give a brief insight into these organisations. So Abbott offers an excellent training and awareness programme. It's designed to provide an inclusive and meaningful experience for all. Senior leaders actively engage in numerous events and provide substantial support for the initiatives that Abbott undertake. The in-house team of dedicated volunteers who contribute their time in addition to their regular jobs are proud of their achievements and their efforts to give back to the community. They also collaborate with other organisations to establish programmes that promote further community engagement and share best practice. The purpose of Abbott's schools team is to inspire, educate and connect with local schools and students in Oxfordshire. And there's two sort of initiatives that they utilise. They have an events programme, so that's designed and includes the organising and attending both internal and external events to promote STEM activities to local students. Notable events include Science in Your Future, which is predominantly aimed at promoting STEM careers to females, Engineering Your Future, Big Science in collaboration with Oxford Trust and Science Oxford, and careers events such as Careers Fest with OxLEP. And then alongside that, they have a comprehensive work experience programme, and it's designed to provide a comprehensive and interactive careers experience. Then moving on to Morgan Sindall. So Morgan Sindall are deeply committed to fostering community support and advancing career opportunities within the construction sector. They actively engage with local communities to inspire and empower individuals of all ages. And that's from nurturing nursery pupils to guiding university students. They orchestrate a diverse range of events aimed at igniting passion and indeed interest in the construction sector. Morgan Sindall's initiatives include educational site visits, guest lectures, career talks, and active participation in careers fairs, providing invaluable exposure of potential careers to the next generation. Interactive trade demonstrations and workshops conducted by their subcontractors offer hands-on experience and valuable insights into the construction industry. So moving on to Oxford Playhouse. So they offer work experience opportunities and indeed teacher training opportunities. What came across to us with Oxford Playhouse was the passion they have to support young people and individuals. They support literacy learning through drama, working closely with young people with additional learning needs and or disabilities. They run CPD workshops for teaching staff and indeed tour schools and communities each year with a summer show and workshop. So the Oxford Playhouse collaborates with various networks such as OxLEP and Oxygen to strategise and support local communities, schools and colleges. And they are committed to furthering initiatives that support both schools and colleges within the Oxfordshire area. So it was a really tough decision for our judging panel, but what came across for the winning entrant was their dedication, passion, and indeed commitment to enhancing the lives of young people. So our winner for the evening for this category is Abbott Diabetes.
Can we invite Morgan Sindall and Oxford Playhouse up to the stage as well, please?
This is the part of the evening where it starts getting really busy on stage, so bear with us. The next award is the Training Provider Individual Award. So this award recognises the critical role that training providers play in the next phase of an apprentice's journey. It recognises the people working for the organisations that provide apprenticeship training in Oxfordshire who go the extra mile to support and to encourage apprentices and help them to enable them to reach their potential. Couldn't get my words out then. This award is sponsored by Nielsen IQ, and we'd like to hand you over to Maya Davidson.
Hi everybody, good evening. My name is Maya Davidson. I'm the newly appointed Apprentice Manager at NIQ. We're a global market research company and we've been facilitating apprenticeships now since 2014. We've currently got 24 degree apprentices with us, which is brilliant. And we've chosen to sponsor the OxLEP Awards again as it's a great way of showcasing the amazing talent and hard work our apprentices do, as well as being fantastic exposure for our own scheme. We're sponsoring the Training Provider Individual Award as we want to do our part in recognising the individuals who go above and beyond in supporting our apprentices in the educational setting. As everybody else has mentioned, it was a really difficult task to come to our final decision, and myself and my colleague Juliet had some great entrants with some really inspiring stories and fantastic enthusiasm towards apprenticeships. So without any further ado, our three finalists, wait for them to come up on the board. So starting with Mark Dixon, he was our finalist because he showed a refreshing approach to teaching where he is not afraid to get stuck in and focuses on creativity as opposed to textbook learning styles, which his students appear to love. Secondly, Justin Merritt, as he demonstrated to us that his students are at the heart of what he does and he has extensive experience surrounding apprenticeships, which he has made excellent use of through practicing engagement techniques to facilitate a positive culture at his workplace. And last but not least, we've got Heidi Sylvester, as she showed such a clear and strong commitment to her role and apprentices through her people focus, selflessness, and willingness to do all it takes to ensure her apprentices are given the resources they need to qualify. So I'm not going to spoil it, I'm just going to speak a little bit more about why we've chosen our finalist. And the reason we've chosen this person as our finalist for the Training Provider Individual Award is because they showed genuine passion towards their role and responsibility to empower and support the apprentices to the best of their ability, using a very hands-on approach. We also loved their friendly demeanour, positive mindset, and plans to utilise social media to extend the reach and legacy of the apprenticeships they support. So, with no further ado, congratulations to all three of you and everybody else who entered. Our winner is Mark Dixon.
Congratulations, Mark, and well done to highly commended finalists Justin and Heidi. Now, the evening feels like it's in a bit more of a swing now, and I can see there's lots of wine opening on tables and people having a good time. So let's take a moment to look at the social media wall and see what selfies are reflecting that. Do not forget, if you are taking selfies and putting them on social media, please use the hashtag #08awards2024 to be pulled through and hopefully featured on our wall. You need to make this a really difficult job for them to judge.
Brilliant.
We have had
Okay.
some good ones
Well
over the
done.
year.
Thank you very much for engaging with that. Don't forget, there's whole £20 prizes coming up at the end. Well, not too long, actually. We're getting near to the end of the awards. So we've got an employer award now, and this is for the small and medium-sized enterprise apprenticeship awards. So my company, Dark & Taylor, an SME, this is an award very close to our hearts. You know, we live in that sector and in that sphere. And obviously, apprenticeships aren't just for big organisations. And as we saw earlier, so much levy funding is coming down from the big organisations that actually small employers can get access to that funding to fund their own apprenticeships. So, you know, we really want to there's a big drive within government, within the apprenticeship movement to get SMEs engaged in apprenticeships. So this is a really important award for us. So it's sponsored again this year by Assure UK. And they were highly commended themselves in this category in 2019. So I'd like to welcome Jade up to the stage to present the award.
Thank you, Simon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Luke Bosch, and I'm manager at Assure UK. Before I get to the nominees, I would like to just speak a little bit about Assure UK. At Assure UK, we provide specialist pension scheme audits, accounting, and assurance services for some of the largest schemes in the UK. Our focus is on making a difference for our clients across the UK, with offices based in Banbury and London. Gareth Burton established Assure UK in 2013 when he identified a gap in the market to provide a personalised and specialised service. Apprenticeships are key to the success and growth of Assure UK, and we feel they shape an individual into professional. We have created a highly skilled workforce that can apply skills learned across all of our clients, whilst also building and maintaining strong working relationships. A couple of years ago, we received a highly commended for less than 250 employees Apprenticeship Employer Award, and have previously been in the shoes that our candidates are on this year. We thought it would be a great opportunity to identify what other small companies do, which we could implement into our company, as well as offering guidance and tips for what they could do. It has been the hardest year for judging by my colleagues Jade and Olivia, and they wish they could award everyone as a winner. Our three finalists are Eggers, Olamalu, and PMC. Eggers offer unique Level 7 apprenticeships, and what really stood out to us was their involvement in the Royal Town Planning Institute Trailblazer Group, and being the only SME invited to participate has allowed them to expand the opportunities of their apprenticeship. Olamalu are another company who offer apprenticeships which you may not know existed. It was great to be able to talk with so many of their current apprentices, all of whom were at different stages of their careers, and the support network they have around each other to really go the extra mile during their apprenticeship. And finally, we have PMC. PMC provide a brilliant budding and mentorship program as part of their apprenticeship routes to really develop their team. They experienced a very difficult 2023, and this evening will be something Elliot would be proud of. We chose our winner due to enthusiasm of the apprenticeship program, key mentor, and their apprenticeship offerings. They're providing a unique opportunity to young individuals who can obtain a qualification in an area that didn't think was possible. It was great to see the engagement and involvement of a number of the apprentices, which allowed us to hear stories from all aspects. And now for the big moments. Our winner is Olamalu.
Can I invite Edgars and PMC up onto the stage as well, please?
Right, and our second employer award of the evening is for the Large Employer Award. This is for employers with over 250 people. And we have some really, really great large apprenticeship employers throughout Oxfordshire, and I know how difficult it can be to judge this category. So I'm going to invite Owen Mumford, who are the sponsor, to come up. So we've got Karen Baker, who will tell you some more.
Good evening. I'm Karen Baker and I'm a senior HR business partner at Owen Mumford. Owen Mumford is a medical devices company who have been based in Woodstock for over 70 years. Owen Mumford is dedicated to developing healthcare solutions for the management of a variety of medical conditions. Many of the company's employees began their journey at Owen Mumford as apprentices and have helped shape the business into the company that it is today. Even Owen Mumford's co-founders met completing an apprenticeship programme themselves, and this shows the true passion for apprenticeships that we have. We have chosen to sponsor the Apprenticeship Large Employer of the Year award because this award recognises the employers that go above and beyond to provide an exceptional experience for apprentices, and they view them as key to their business growth and development. At Owen Mumford, we pride ourselves on our apprenticeships, and we see that they are key to our business's future and want to be able to recognise organisations that have the same key values as us. The judging panel were lucky enough to meet with each organisation face to face and were able to really understand their apprenticeship schemes and the reasons why they were nominated. We were thrilled. It was such a strong category, and all the finalists are all worthy winners. We had a really difficult decision deciding the winner and those who have been highly recommended. The three finalists for this category were Milestone Infrastructure. Milestone have a total of 16 current apprentices in areas such as engineering, surveying, data analysts and highway maintenance. Oxfordshire County Council. The council have currently over 249 apprentices covering all levels with over 50 different types of courses on offer. And finally, the University of Oxford, which have over 250 current apprentices covering business admin, finance, HR, engineering and horticulture. The winner impressed us with their current programme and the way in which they integrate their apprentices into the business. The apprentices are also heavily involved in the continuous improvement of their programme, running their own apprenticeship forum, working together as a team to help and support all apprentices across the company and feedback to management on the ways that the programme could be improved. We were also lucky enough to meet some of these apprentices who really inspired us. So the winner of the Apprenticeship Large Employer of the Year award is Milestone Infrastructure.
Well done to Milestone Infrastructure, and congratulations also to Oxfordshire County Council and the University of Oxford if you'd like to make your way up. Right, now before we move on to the big one and find out who is the Apprentice of the Year, we're going to make some more winners in the room this evening, and we're going to move on to our raffle and our selfie competition. So if you've got raffle tickets, now's the time to pull them out. I'd like to introduce Sophie Laurie Lynch to the stage, who's PR and comms with OxLEP, and who's been instrumental in the awards for the last 3 years. We'd also like to introduce Becky Young from Growing Minds, who's going to help Sophie call the raffle. You will see you've all got balloons on your tables, which are nice and lit up and look wonderful. They don't only look wonderful in this room, but they look wonderful in your homes as well. So for that reason, if you would like to take one home, you can donate. We're saying approximately £5. It's not set in stone. Feel free to give more if you like. Notice I didn't say any less. No, I'm joking. But yeah, we are raffling those off as well. So please make it known if you'd like to take one of our balloons home, and the money will all go to charity.
Are we saying any words about Growing Minds? Sorry? Are we not talking about Growing Minds?
Hello. So first I'm just going to get Becky to talk a little bit about Growing Minds and what it is they do.
Thank you so much for having us here this evening, and thank you for having us as your chosen charity for 2024. It's been really, really inspiring to listen to all of the achievements that have happened over the past year, and I really feel that it aligns with our mission for Growing Minds. We're just the opposite end of the spectrum. We're working in the early years, and we're really trying to stop that attainment gap forming and closing it right from the very start. And we do that by using 3 evidence-based interventions in 2 areas of Oxfordshire. And we also are a partnership of 3 charities, People, Home Start Oxford and the Berrin Centre, who all bring their own expertise. So, yeah, I think we can get on with what everyone's actually been waiting for.
No worries. And can we ask Nigel? Oh, there you are. Nigel's going to be doing the prize picking tonight. We're doing it just slightly different this year. So, yeah, let's go.
Okay. Oh, that's what everyone's been waiting for. So the first one is blue 33. Okay, next one. Next one is a Love to Shop £50 voucher, and that's white 22.
White 22. Oh, there we go.
Okay, next one is a gift box and a gift voucher, and that's pink 47. Okay. Another Love to Shop voucher, £50, and that's green 485. I need to give those a bit of a shake up. Next one is a speaker, and that's pink 89. £100 spa voucher. And it's blue 52. Another Love to Shop voucher, and it is a blue 73. Okay, a toiletry gift set. Weekend retreat. Oh, Sanctuary Spa. Sorry, I didn't make that sound as good as it was, did I? Green 509. Another Love to Shop voucher. Try and get some from the bottom. Blue 70. Next one is blue 64. Try and really get the ones from the bottom now. Okay, and the very last one is £100 dining out voucher, and it's white 32. Yay. Thank you so much.
Right, we've just got to do a bit of stage prop management. Who's my friend over here? Help me earlier. Oh no, we've got it. We're going to move him. Right, fantastic. Right, so got even more winners now because the selfie competition winner is going to be announced. I've got 5 envelopes here, and they all say selfie winner on it. So in the likely event that your name is selfie winner, you can come and get all 5. Or alternatively, by the magic of the Tinternet, I think 5 winning photographs are going to come up on the screen behind me, and if you're on them, you can come and collect your voucher. Well done. Brilliant, well done. Well done. Well done.
And now it's time for a very exciting award. It's the last award of the evening, Overall Apprentice of the Year. The winner is chosen from 5 apprentice finalists: intermediate, advanced, higher in degree, special recognition, and rising star. They'll be chosen by our headline sponsor, Oxford North. Now, we've heard about these apprentices this evening, so we know as well as anybody else it's an incredibly difficult decision to be made. Before we invite Oxford North up, we'd just like to invite last year's winner, Josh, up to the stage to tell us a little bit more about what it meant to him.
Right, this is Josh. Give him a big round of applause because he won this last year. Okay? And one of the joys of winning it is he has to be interviewed by me a year later when he's forgotten what it was like. But Josh, Why did you choose to do an apprenticeship in the first place?
That's a great question. So I chose the apprenticeship because of, well, I come from a background where my education wasn't great towards other jobs. So I chose the apprenticeship route, which helped me advance my skills in my sort of confidence, in my communication, and many other things. So yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. But you haven't just done one apprenticeship, have you? You've now completed.
I completed my level 2 community coaching, and I'm on to my level 3 teaching assistant role.
Fantastic. So you're really developing your career through your apprenticeships. Yeah. What was it like to win last year? Did you expect it?
No, it was very surprising. I mean, the moment my face came on that screen, I was like, uh-oh.
Thinking, oh no, I've got to stand up next year and speak to people about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. So what's been happening since last year for you?
So what happens was I went on to carry on to go into other schools to talk about my journey, and I went to my formal school.
So if all the winners out there hear about that, that's what we want. We want ambassadors, people who go out and actually speak to people about their journey, because that's what Josh does. It's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really good. And any message or words of advice you'd like to give to tonight's winner?
Don't party out too much.
Don't stay up too late.
Don't stay up too late.
It's a school night, you've got work tomorrow.
Yeah, you've got work tomorrow, so keep it calm. But hopefully you are proud of yourself, because you do deserve it. But good luck. Hopefully you'll enjoy.
So Josh was a really worthy winner last year. Give him another round of applause, please. Thanks very much, Josh.
Okay, if I could invite Oxford North onto the stage.
Thank you. I thought that was wonderful. Josh was just fantastic, wasn't he? Hard to beat. But a few of you might aspire to do so. Just to explain, we, the headline sponsor, were very, very keen on this evening. We like it very much, and we think he does a great job in all sorts of ways. My name is William Donga. I run a thing called Thomas White, which is a company that's building the rather large buildings that you see between the A40 and the A44, which are coming out of the ground. We're building 1 million square feet of science labs, some houses. Hills are helping us build the houses, or they're building the houses. I'm watching them. And I'm the guy who organised project. We have Canadian Pension Fund providing the money, and we have development managers in Stanhope. Ontario Teachers are a very good organisation, and they cover the globe. Now, we're very proud to be the sponsors of an evening like this. It's a very special occasion, and I think it does a great job in many different ways. And I think Nigel Tipple and his team, I think, do a fantastic job, really excellent. And they have done it for a number of years now, and I think they are a real standout. The awards committee do an enormous amount of work, and it's a real logistical nightmare to get it all together, and I think it's really well done. All the sponsors, thank you. Really helpful, great. And also the companies, and isn't it nice to see the apprentices here? Really nice. I also thought nobody mentioned the parents, and there are lots of parents here. So thank you, parents. Thank you also for sponsoring, allowing us to choose Growing Minds, great charity doing fantastic work at the real start of life, and life which is difficult for an awful lot of young people. So they're a very important part of it. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes, and I see that we have the Raw Workshop who have provided the prize. They do a lot of work in Blackbird Leys, delivering social value, training. We have a lot of kit in our office. They make office kit, just as a plug for them. And all of their pupils and people who work with them are there because they need some help, and they get really great help. And they've made the trophy and designed it, and it's a bit heavy. But I'm sure people will look after it. If they don't, it'll drop on their feet and hurt. I don't know where they are. Where are the trophies?
We're hiding them because they've got
names on
them.
Oh, you've got names on them, right? Okay. Right. They're all hidden. Okay. Well, there's a bit of giveaway because it's in the plural, it's trophies. And I think one of the things that the committee, I can blame the committee found it really difficult to separate out an individual. So slightly they funked it and came up with two, which I think is great because it's really difficult choosing one. So I have the pleasure of announcing the overall apprentice for 2024, and they have both stood out as exceptional people, and I think their futures will be very bright indeed. And so the winners are, for this year, 2024, Cecilia. Badiali, and the other joint winner is Joshua Jones.
Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's fantastic. Josh and Cecilia, can you just stay here? So just to round off the evening, we like to do, you've seen it on the social media, we like to do the big picture with everyone in it. But we struggled, particularly when we got to the employer awards, to stay within the strict boundaries of the tape, which we put down and said we had to do. But if you're an individual, so if you're an apprentice or an individual award winner, so you've got one of your gongs, or highly commended, so award winner or highly commended individual, could you please come up to the stage? We'll do a big group photo of you lot, okay? Okay, last photo opportunity. Any organisations, employers who won an award tonight, if you want to come up, you get a chance on the stage as well. So if you work for an organisation employer and you won an organisation employer award, come up to the stage and come and have your photo taken. Hello, any employers, organisations that won awards tonight, please come up onto the stage. Thank you.
Right, is my one on? Yay, my mic's working. So just as we leave for the evening, we wanted to say an absolutely huge thank you to everyone in the room this evening. The bar is open, and you'll also find that there is a lovely, what do you call it, background over there at the back if you'd like to take some photographs. We welcome lots of photographs in the evening and would like to remind you again of the hashtag OA Awards 2024. We hope you had a fantastic evening.
Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Sally, Brianne over there, who jump-started someone's car, she can help you because Sally's car broke down earlier. Yes. And I haven't seen Brianne since I was at primary school, so it's all amazing. So have a great evening, everyone. Good night, and thank you very much.
Anyone who would like a balloon, please raise it in the air now, and Sophie will come round and let you buy it.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Blue, blue, electric blue. That's the color